Hello ladies and gents, and welcome back to the channel. Well, I guess you could call this our first official video, but you know, we're gonna keep rolling with it. Anyway, I wanted to do something a little different today, and just so you're aware, this is of my personal, very personal preference. But today, we are going to be counting down my very own top 5 rides, or coasters, at Chessington World of Adventures. Now, kicking us off at the number 5 spot is Croc Drop. Now, see, when I first rode this, well, you know, it's a very well themed, I'll give it that. But the elements of it, for a drop ride, it's decent. I'll give it that. For a drop ride, it's decent. It's just personal preference. I would have preferred they just, because I'll be so real, I don't remember what was here beforehand. I don't think anything needed to be needed. I don't think anything needed to be added, you know, theme-wise. I think it's a decent drop ride. I think there are a lot of better, well, not better themed even, just better drop rides out there, but that's number 5. At the number 4 spot, we have RIP, rest in peace, the Scorpion Express / the Runaway Train, as some old heads might know it. This, ladies and gents, was my very first roller coaster. I guess yeah, it's a roller coaster. I'd class it as a roller coaster. But, I mean, if you're targeting this towards kids, which it was heavily targeted towards kids, it's not a very fast-paced coaster by any means. But I think it's very well themed for Mexicana. I think it's very well themed. Well, it was, and then it got, you know, dismantled, I believe, a few years back, which sucks. But still, it was an amazing ride while it was there, and I believe that Chessington really missed out by dismantling it and not making it a part of Mexicana anymore, because Mexicana was based around the Scorpion Express, in my opinion, and now there's a lot of other stuff there, which, you know, it's not that bad, but still, that's number 4 on my list. Now, swinging our way over to the number 3 spot, we have Mandrill Mayhem. I'll be completely real with you, ladies and gents. When I first saw the Jumanji themed area, or the world of Jumanji as they're calling it, I had very low expectations. I had really low expectations because I didn't know what to think, because they'd never really done anything brand wise like this before, besides, you know, Imperial Leather and Bubbleworks, RIP. But you know, the more I read it, the more I can't speak. The more I wrote it, the more I kind of warmed up to it, and the more I realized, okay, this isn't really that bad. And comparing it to Swarm, you know, it's quite similar in the style of coaster. I mean, obviously they use the same trains. Some of the track is quite similar to Swarm if you've ridden Swarm. But now, yeah, you know, I can totally agree with some people when they say it's one of the best rides in the park, because I wholeheartedly agree with that statement. Because, well, it's the truth. Now, let's head on over to the land of the dragons. Taking the number 2 spot, we have Dragon's Fury, ladies and gents. Now, Dragon's Fury is one of those coasters you can just never get bored of, and, well, crazy to say, but it was some people's first ever coaster. But you know what, there's something really missing from the land of the dragons, and that's my boy Frazzle. RIP, rest in peace. He was the homie, he was the big homie, and they done did him dirty. But anyway, I think it's time to sit back, hold tight, because the vampire is taking flight. I promise I'll never do that again. Anyway, heading on over to the heart of Transylvania, and in my opinion, the best roller coaster in the whole of the UK at a certain period of time. We have the Vampire / Vampire, as it's now better known. Everything that goes into this ride makes it. There are so many elements of, like you have the station itself. The station, you have Marcel, you have the lighting, you have the feeling in the station itself, the soundtrack. Let's talk about the soundtrack, because what is playing currently is not, you know, it's not the new one, obviously, because the new one is some techno bullshit that I really cannot stand. But all of the elements that go into this ride is genuinely insane, and it makes it what it is. Because, in my opinion, without all the feeling, without all of it, I mean, those purple Vekoma trains have become such an integral part of the ride that if they ever took them out, I don't think you know, I don't think it would be as well known as it is, because the thing about the vampire, it's coming to the end of its course. Let's all be real. And the thing that sucks, like, you can even see the track getting rusty, which sucks. But you know, life does go on, and so does the aging process. That's been all for today. But hey, consider dropping a like and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.